And welcome back to the workbench again. I want to do a quick video on an update on the 64 Fairlane Thunderbolt that I'm building. This is the buddy build with Ray 1965. So I took some time off to get away, and so I haven't been doing too much in the last 5 days. So I just want to give a quick little update on where I am right now. Changes. There was one slight change. So the first change, first of all, I'll show where I am with the body. So this is the body has been painted, and we did a change on the color. What I was planning on was using the Duplicolor bright metallic silver, and we were wandering through Michael's, and went over to their model and paint section as I usually do, and I've always been fascinated by the builders who can spray that one coat lacquer or spray the Model Master enamel paints and that. So I thought I would give it a try. So what I ended up buying was the one coat lacquer in the Diamond Dust. So that was the color change. It's close to the bright silver metallic, and I've used almost a whole can on this car. Excuse me. So there is a gray primer underneath. Then there is 3 to 4 light coats of the Diamond Dust, one coat lacquer, and then over top of that I put the Duplicolor acrylic enamel clear. There's 3 light coats of acrylic enamel clear on this. So now what that does is I'll be able to go in and paint the interior, tape off the outside without worrying about taking the paint off. Be able to paint the inside of the interior the dark red, and again, I'm going to be using the artist acrylic, and I'll put the name up on it on the screen here, and you can try and pronounce it. And if anybody can tell me how to pronounce it, then kudos for them, because I can't figure it out. And then what I'll do from there, I'll bare metal foil where I have to bare metal foil, and then I'll use the kit decals and get them on there while it's got the 3 light coats of gloss on it. And then after that I'll bury it in some more of this. I don't want it, I want it shiny, but I don't want it, I want the paint to look a mile deep, but I want it to look like it's been out racing for a while. So that's the change that we did on the body, and I also had it so that it's all painted the Diamond Dust on the inside. The motor is still, the engine is still black. I've got the chassis painted a darker gray. I was going to go with a satin black, but I ran out, so we got the airbrush out. Now the one complaint that I have about this kit, there's 2 issues that I have. First off, this chassis came with a serious warp in it. Almost got it all out, and basically it's just a twist in this front bracket up here. So it just means, massaging, modifying, getting it straight. I have put the motor in it. I have put everything up underneath it, and it does come out straight. So I'm really not too worried about it. I'm just going to massage it to the best I can, and then continue to build. So that's the chassis. The chassis is done. The rear suspension, and the springs, and the I don't even know what you call them. Almost like a ladder bar for the suspension. It's going to be painted a black, a satin black, and the front is gray, and then of course the exhaust is oily steel for the exhaust. So it's going to be a play on grays and that. Now my other issue is I am working on the engine, and where I'm at right now, I got all my bits and bobs over here. So where I am right now, like I said, I got the engine. It's painted. The intake is on. The transmission is on. I've just gone and highlighted the linkage. The exhaust is the oily steel, and I did some silver highlights on it just to pop it a bit more. The fan was chrome. I've got it painted a steel color, and then I've highlighted the center clutch fan, the clutch for it in a gold. Tires have been sanded. The steelies have been painted satin black, and the wheel backs have been painted satin black, so they're all ready to go. Carburetors I did in a silver, and then yes, I did in a silver, and then I dry brushed some gold paint on it, and distributor and oil filter housing, and the oil filter is going to be staying white. Here's my issue with building the engine. I have noticed that reference pictures that I've been working off of show a fuel rail, which would be very, very easy to make and go up onto the carburetors. Very, very easy to make, but that's where it ends. There's no kit supplied fuel pump. So I'm gonna try and figure something out, because I want to run the fuel rail and the lines up, because there's a lot of room in here. I'm gonna wire the distributor. The motor, the engine itself, where the plugs are, actually have little tabs showing plugs coming out. So they're very, very easy to put a boot on, and same with the distributor. The distributor is very, very detailed, so you could actually, you don't have to drill out the distributor. You could actually glue boots onto it. So that makes life a whole lot easier for wiring it up. But there's no fuel filter. There's no fuel pump. And not being a Ford guy, I don't even know where on the front of the block where I would put the fuel pump. Because obviously this little part here, that's got the oil filter and the oil filter housing in that. It's got a bracket, but that's definitely a distributor, or a coil for the distributor. So again, I'm dumbfounded as to why Revell would do that. But what I'll probably end up doing is building a fuel pump and mounting it onto the side of the fender and fender well, and do an outside fuel pump. So that's where I am with this build. So far it's been good. I've been enjoying myself. But the air cleaner has all been stripped, and now I'll just paint that and continue going. So again, so this is the 64 Thunderbolt. It has been a very, very good build so far. I've been enjoying myself on it. And so until the next time, everyone, cheers.